Khan urges love, unity as Gombe Christian marks Eastern celebration. Salman Project reaches over 15 million children as World Health Day highlight child survival efforts. National Union of Journalists condemn weakest threat, demand apology. A very good evening, viewers. Thank you for joining us on 25 News Report. I am Patsy Rokamo with the full details of the bulletin. I apologize for the starting the news behind schedule. Hope you will bear with us. Gombe State Governor Muhammadu Inuwe has commissioned an ultra-modern health center in Kilulan, a settlement in Tal District, in the local government area, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Ibrahim Abubakar Njoti. The governor also inaugurated a multi-purpose community town hall in the same district. The project was delivered through the effort of the Director General of the Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, Professor Samson Duna, an indigenous of Iliri local government area. Governor Yahaya commended Professor Duna for his dedication to the development of the community, the state, and the nation. Speaking at the ceremony, the governor noted that the health center and the 1,000 capacity town hall are clear demonstration of Professor Duna's commitment to giving back to the community that nurture him. He further directed the Commissioners of Health and Water Resources to carry out immediate assessment to ensure enhanced service delivery at the health center and improving water supply to surrounding communities. The Secretary to the State Government also expressed appreciation to Gombe State National Assembly members for collaborating with the governor to advance the establishment of the Federal Medical Center in Kumo and an orthopedic hospital in Iliri. He urged the people of Tal District and Iliri local government to maintain unity, support government policies, and appreciate the contribution of individuals like Professor Duna. Professor Duna explained that the twin project resulted from research by MBBRI under the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology aimed at enhancing reliability in structural design. He said the hospital will improve healthcare access, while the town hall will provide a conducive space for communal meetings and events. Also speaking at the event, the member representing Iliri Belanga Federal Constituency, Honorable Ali Issa Jesse, pledged his continued commitment to the welfare of his constituents and praised Professor Duna for his contribution to our community and Iliri local government area. Earlier, the chairperson of Iliri local government, Mrs. Egla Idris, encouraged residents to support government initiatives and community focus on projects. As the Easter celebration reaches its peaks in Gombe State, the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has organized a special service to commemorate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The service held at the CAN Center Gombe attracted Christians from various denominations. Also in attendance were members of the Sanitary Celebration Committee of Hassan Central Primary School, led by Malam Ahmad Shuaibu Gara, as well as some members of the Shi'at group. Addressing the congregation, the Deputy Governor of Gombe State, Dr. Manasseh Daniel Jato, congratulated Christians in the state and across the world on the Easter celebration. He urged the faithful to see Easter beyond mere religious observance by demonstrating love, unity, and tolerance while shunning denominational differences for the progress of the Christian faith. Dr. Jato also called on Christians to use the period for sober reflection and spiritual renewal, noting that such virtues will attract God's blessings needed to tackle challenges such as corruption, insecurity, and economic hardship. The Deputy Governor, however, expressed concern over the low turnout of worshippers at the service, describing it as a sign of growing lukewarmness among believers, and urged Christians to be more committed to religious gatherings. In their separate remarks, the chairman of CAN in Gombe State, Reverend Father Joseph Alphonsus Shinga, and Pastor Solomon Anyawale thanks God for the peaceful Easter celebration and encourage Christians to reflect the lessons of sacrifice, forgiveness, and the message of salvation through Christ. Delivering a sermon titled, He is Alive Forever, Reverend Father Leo Anthony Laushia, who read from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 20, verse 1 and 2, described Easter as a celebration of Christ's victory over death. He outlined what he described as in 5 mysteries of Jesus' suffering, betrayal, unjust condemnation, humiliation, physical pain, and crucifixion, emphasizing their significance in the salvation of mankind. Reverend Laushia also cautioned against the normalization of immoral acts, stressing that wrongdoers cannot be justified in the sight of God. The Speaker of Gombe State House of Assembly, Abubakar Muhammad Legerewu, has extended a warm Easter greetings to Christians in Gombe State across Nigeria and around the world. This was contained in a statement issued by the Chief Information Officer of the Gombe State House of Assembly, Malam Balaya Haya. In his message, the Speaker thanked God Almighty for granting Christians the opportunity to witness another Easter celebration, which marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ and symbolizes hope, sacrifice, love, and redemption. He described the Easter season as a time for deep reflection on the virtues of sacrifice, forgiveness, and compassion, as exemplified by Jesus Christ. Abubakar Muhammad Legerewu urged Christians to use the period to pray for peace, unity, and sustainable development in Gombe State and Nigeria at large. He also called on all citizens to promote peaceful coexistence, mutual respect, and harmony among people of different faiths, noting that unity remains key to the progress and stability of the state and the nation. The Speaker commended the Christian community for their contributions to the social and economic development of Gombe State and encouraged them to continue promoting love, kindness, and service to humanity. He then wishes Christians in Gombe State, Nigeria, and beyond a peaceful and joyful Easter celebration. The clerk to the Gombe State House of Assembly, Barrister Rukaya Ademujalu, has extended Easter greeting to Christian members of the Assembly, people of Gombe State, and the Nigeria at large. A statement signed by the Chief Information Officer of the House, Malam Balaya Haya, Barrister Jalo congratulated Christians on witnessing this year's Easter celebration. He described the season as a time and symbolized sacrifice, love, hope, and renewal as reflected in the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. He called on Christians faithful to imbibe the virtues of humanity, the virtues of humility, tolerance, and selfless service, urging them to use the occasion to pray for peace, unity, and the continued development of Gombe State and the nation. The clerk also commended the staff of the Gombe State House of Assembly for their dedication and commitment to duty, noting that their efforts are essential to the effective functioning of the legislature. Barrister Jalo prayed that the Easter season will bring joy, spiritual renewal, and strength to Christians and their families, and wish them a peaceful and fulfilling celebration. As the world commemorates World Health Day, the Salman Project has reaffirmed its commitment to improving child survival in Nigeria, announcing that it has reached over 15 million children with life-saving health intervention across northern states. World Health Day is observed globally to draw attention to key health challenges and promote collective effort towards strengthening healthcare system and in fact expanding access to essential services. In line with the years commemorating, the Salman Project reports significant progress in advancing child health outcomes across the country. According to the project, between 2024 and 2026, a total of 15.76 million children aged between 1 and 59 months were reached across the northern states. During its period, more than 26 million doses of azithromycin were administered to help reduce preventable childhood illness and deaths. The project also disclosed that in the first quarter of 2026 alone, over 7.2 million children benefited from mass drugs administrations campaign carried out in Kano, Bauchi, Jigawa, and Kaduna State. Speaking on the achievement, the principal investigator of the Salman Project and director of research at the Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, Professor Oliver Ezechi, said the milestone underscores the importance of collaboration with improving child health outcome. Also speaking, the project lead of the Salman advocacy team, Ikechukwu Ofwani, stressed the need for sustainability through stronger government ownership and integration of the initiative into national health priorities. The Salman Project operates under the Region Reach Network, focusing on reducing underfund mortality through community-based interventions and partnership with government and development agencies. Stakeholders say continued collaboration and community engagement remain critical to ensuring that no child is left behind. The Emir of Akko, Alhaji Umar Muhammad Atiku, has called on sons and daughters of the area to actively contribute to its development. Alhaji Umar Muhammad Atiku made the call during the inauguration of community set up by the Akko Emirate Community Development Association held at his palace. He described the establishment of the committees as a crucial step that will go a long way in complementing government effort towards the development of the area. He also commended the association for its contribution to the education sector, particularly its effort in returning out-of-school children back to the classroom. Speaking on the composition of the committees, the chairman of the Akko Emirate Community Development Association, Alhaji Atiku, said the group includes education, security, humanitarian, health, women, and youth committees. He explained that members were carefully selected based on their experience and urged them to contribute their best toward achieving this set of objectives. In their several remarks, some community members, including Alhaji Habibu Hassan, who also served as a deputy chairman of Akko local government, Asabet Ongoma, and Garba Ubali, expressed appreciation for their appointment and pledged their readiness to work toward the development of the area. The development initiatives of Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya have been described as a driving force behind turning Gombe State into a model that can compete with other states across Nigeria. This commendation comes from Malam Usman Abubakar and Barrister Umar Nalado during the relaunch of a foundation established by their late father, Dr. Usman Elhatu Gombe. He noted that the governor's effort had made Gombe State proud on the national stage. The foundation, now named the Ahmad Abubakar Ghana Foundation, was highlighted as a platform to support government initiatives, particularly in education, and to provide charitable assistance to the community in honor of their late father. Family members in attendance include Abubakar, Dr. Mariam, Dr. Aisha, and Malama Hawa, clerk of the Bauchi State House of Assembly. Stakeholders at the just concluded Gombe State HPV Forum has described the immunization of over 14 million girls against device cancer in Nigeria and unprecedented, noting that it is the largest of its kind in the African sub-region. They made the remark during a community outreach and awareness campaign organized to mark International Cancer Day at the conference hall of the Gombe State University. Our correspondent, Yakubu Ajiagadam El-Gadani, completed the report.
Speaking to journalists after the event, Professor Muhammad Manga, president of the Pathology Society of Nigeria, said the federal government's effort in establishing a task force on cervical cancer eliminations alongside collaboration with donor agencies significantly improve access to the HPV vaccine, which is now provided free of charge. He explained that the girls between the ages of 9 and 14 are currently being vaccinated at healthcare centers across Gombe State and encouraged the parents to ensure their daughters benefit from the program. He also advised girls approaching the ages of 9 to mark their birthdays by receiving the HPV vaccine.
Every year, the 4th of March is marked as the International HPV Awareness Day, and the whole world come together to jointly raise awareness and inform each other on the fact that there is a virus which is known to be responsible for several cancers, not just one, about 6 of them now well established.
Also speaking, Dr. Halima Usman Farouk of the Federal Medical Center Gombe attributed the high prevalence of cancer in the state and across Africa to poverty and lack of awareness, stressing the need for intensified public enlightenment.
Most of the times what you see is a typically 50-year-old woman has had so many children, maybe 7, 8 children. Some of them are barely standing on their feet, you know, an aged husband, for example. And everybody rallying around her because she's the pillar of support for that family.
Some participants at the event described the initiative as commendable and called on more free medical outreach program to mark International Cancer Day. Also praised the organizers for involving the media, raising awareness and educating the public.
We need to, first of all, educate religious leaders, especially Juma's imams and pastors. We need to go out there and maybe engage in enlightenment, go to the root of the problem, enlighten people on prevention rather than coming from the treatment.
So I think this campaign is very important, raise awareness for people to know the vaccine is safe and will not prevent the process from getting.
The event featured discussions as well as question and answer sessions aimed at deepening public understanding of cervical cancer prevention. Yakubu Aji Gadami reporting for Gmc News, Gombe.
The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, has expressed shock and outrage over what it described as a reckless and violent statement made by the former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, against Channel's television journalist, Shehu Okimbaloye. In a statement signed by its national president, Al-Hajj Hassan Yahya Abdullahi, the union condemned the minister's remarks. If there is any way to break the screen, I will have shot him, describing it as a direct attempt to intimidate and silence the press. Nigerian Union of Journalists noted that it initially withheld the reaction in an expectation that the minister would show remorse and retract the statement. However, it said the absence of any apology suggests the comment was deliberate. The union warns that such remarks from a high-ranking government officials could create a climate of fear for journalists and undermine press freedom and democratic principles. In their demanded the immediate and undeserved apology from the minister and called on the federal government to condemn the statement and reaffirm its commitment to the protection of journalists and the media independence. NUJ also urged media organizations, civil society groups, and pro-democratic advocates to stand united against any threat to press freedom, stressing that the safety of the journalists is essential to a healthy democracy. As a Christian around the world mark Easter Monday, clergy in the state have called on the faithful to separate the message of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ to those yet to know him. Delivering a sermon at the Ekwa 9-hour, guest speaker Reverend Hussaini Abba, describing Easter Monday as a celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ and his victory over Shaitan, emphasized the need for Christians to live righteous life in line with the teachings of Christ. A related development, the minister in charge of Ekwa Urshalima Bagadaza, Reverend Hagai Arab Audu, urged Christians to emulate the life and death of Jesus Christ while on earth. He also called on the faithful to shun all forms of ungodly acts as they celebrate the Easter season. Similarly, the clergy in charge of Ekwa Madaki, Reverend Philip Churuma, noted that the significance of Easter in the life of Christians cannot be overemphasized. He stated that the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ brought salvation to mankind, stressing the need for believers to worship God in truth and faith. The chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Kan Funakai chapter, Elisha Samaila Jatau, has called on Christians to use the Easter period to pray for peace in the country. Made the call during the Easter celebration held at Hausa Ekwa Church in Ashaka Funakai local government area. Elisha Samaila Jatau described Easter as an annual event commemorating the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, stressing that the need for reflection and prayers for national unity. Also, urged Christians to obtain their permanent voter cards, PVCs, ahead of the forthcoming general elections, noting that only eligible voters can elect leaders of their choice. Speaking, the chairman of Kan Youth Win in Funakai local government area, Bwale Prince Ezekiel, emphasized the importance of prayers, especially in view of lingering security challenges facing the nation. He noted that prayers remain a vital solution to the country problem and commended the governor of Gombe State, Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya, for his effort in maintaining peace in the state. Also speaking, the Madawa Kimfunakai Musa Bungum expressed gratitude to God for a peaceful Easter celebration in the area. He applauded Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya for the appointment of Yakubu Muhammad Kwairanga, the fourth as the Emir of Funakai, noting that his role in fostering unity between Muslim and Christians is commendable. Special prayers were offered for peace in the state and the country as a large. The Gombe State Aquatic Association inaugurated its patrons and board members in the move aimed at strengthening the development of aquatic sport in the state. Inauguration ceremony held at the Ministry of Youth and Sport Development was led by Chairman of the Association, Mr. Jafaru Tijani, and had about 20 members in attendance. As part of effort to enhance efficiency and coordination, several key committees were also constituted, including Committee on Technical Operations, Competition Organization, Finance and Sponsorship, School and Higher Institution Sport, Integrity, Discipline and Ethics, Media and Publicity, Water Safety and Lifeguards, Facility Monitoring, Security, Athletes, Development over Water Event and Welfare. Speaking at the event, a patron and a stakeholder, Alhaji Saidu Shehu Awak, commended the chairman of his initiative, describing it as a timely step towards improving aquatic sport in Gombe State and urging the inaugurated members to work in unity and contribute meaningfully to the success of the association. In his remark, Mr. Jafaru Tijani said the inauguration was designed to ensure effective coordination of aquatic activities across the state. Added that the creation of various committees will promote accountability, efficiency, and proper division of responsibilities. The association reaffirmed its commitment to promoting aquatic sport development, safety, and talent discovery in Gombe State. With this sport report, we come to the end of the news, but before I go quickly, the major stories that make the headlines. We reported that Easter celebration peak in Gombe State. The Christian Association of Nigeria held a special service at the Khan Center, drawing worshippers from various denominations and groups. Deputy Governor Dr. Manasseh Daniel Jatau applauded Christians to call for deeper reflection beyond rituals. Urging unity, tolerance, and spiritual renewal to address national challenges, he also expressed concern over low attendance at the service. We also reported that as the World marks World Day, the Salman Project has reaffirmed its commitment to improving child survival in Nigeria, reaching over 15 million children with life-saving intervention across northern Nigeria. The project reports that between 2024 and 2026, millions of doses of azithromycin were distributed to combat preventable childhood diseases, with over 7 million children benefiting early 2026 alone. Finally, the Nigerian Union of Journalists has expressed outrage over a controversial remark by former FCT Minister Nwesom Wike against Channel Television journalist Sheun Akimbolai. And that has been the news. Thank you for watching and good night.